Hello, this is Giles Watson from CX Training, and today I'm going to speak about customers, clients, and why the difference matters. Because we often use these two terms, customers and clients, sometimes interchangeably, but I think they're two very different things, and I believe the clarity is important because it influences how you respond to them and the type of customer experience you want to be giving them. So let's first look at what I think is the difference between customer clients, and then we'll discuss why that matters. So here's my little table. Looking at clients first, they're most often used to, referred to in the sense of professional services. So tailored, personalized solutions. And there's some assumed loyalty there. There's a belief that when you talk about clients, they're not just one-off customers who come in for a one-off transaction. There's a long-term relationship there. And clients are often attracted by reputation rather than promotional marketing. Customers, on the other hand, they don't buy professional services. They don't buy you or an individual. They buy goods or services. So it's more transaction. It might be one-off. There'd be minimal loyalty. And quite often they'd be attracted not by a reputation, but more by price and transactional value. There's a keener awareness of what's the competition, what can we get elsewhere, is this good value in a competitive sense? So that's how I see the two words. And there's an assumption that I've come across, particularly in professional services, but not exclusively, that the better option is to have clients rather than customers, largely because they are seen as long-term, that there is this loyalty there. But for me, the question as to which is better comes down to a customer-centric approach. What do your buyers actually want? Do they want a long-term relationship, or is that not how they buy? Have a think about this. Do your buyers, using a different term from clients and customers, do they want a relational, i.e. a deep, long-term, loyal experience, or do they just want a quick, easy transactional experience? Do they want you to understand their deeper needs? Do they want to build trust with you? Does there need to be a deep personal rapport? Do they intend to be loyal? Do they want that? Do they value that? Do they need something tailored to their specific needs? Increasingly, the answer is no, they don't. And I've seen a gradual shift, particularly in the last 25 years with the growth of internet-based buying, that they want a more transactional experience. In the last 25 years, we've seen more knowledge and sophistication. People like to do their own research. People like to be informed buyers. They like to find different alternatives. So there's a lot more choice and competition. People don't need to trust you to a greater extent. They prefer to look around and find their own options. There are more specialists around, which means that they might be happy coming to you for one thing, one product, one specific service, if it represents good value on a one-off basis. But that doesn't mean they're going to stick with you. If somebody comes up with better value for something else further down the track, they're quite happy to shift. They don't see a value in loyalty. So people buy on a horses for courses basis. Each time they buy, they think, what's the best value for this? I'm happy to look around. There's also less professional difference because they are more sophisticated, they are more informed as buyers. They don't need to trust you so much because they have the information. So what people do now is they go online and they always research before they go and buy. Okay, so it's information first, and only then do they go and talk to somebody about what they need. So for me, this is pushing people towards a more transactional approach and less of a professional or relational approach. Certainly there's less reliance on the professional or client provider relationship because customers are more informed. Okay, why is this important? This is important because it impacts the type of experience you want to give your customers or your clients. And you want to be clear, what market do I want to be in? If you want clients, if you want to maintain this long-term relationship, this loyal relationship where they keep coming back to you time and time again, you may have to accept that that is a significant, but it is a smaller part of the market than it might have been 25 years ago. If you're focused on these deep relationships with clients, you need to invest in your personal brand, maybe the personal brand of key employees as well. You have to be concerned about turnover, which is a lot higher in most cases than it was 25 years ago. Your differentiation is likely to be soft. It's likely to be applied to you personally in more personal attributes, and the real value lies in the trust that people have with you. You're likely to get your business from referrals, so that's where you need to invest your time and effort. And the experience itself it's personal, it's rich, it's deep, it's involved. It involves the understanding of customer needs at a deep level, so there's a lot of building of personal trust. Some customers don't want that. They just want a quick, easy, frictionless customer experience. They don't want to sit in your office. They don't want you to understand their needs. They don't want to invest time in buying from you. They don't want to give of themselves to develop a relationship. So it's a lot easier for them. Okay, so customers might be more influenced by an organizational brand. They might be looking at price to a greater extent. There may be a greater transactional value. So you have to promote not your personal attributes, but the attributes of your products and services. How is it better? What is the clear, hard differentiation between your products and services and your competitors? Your marketing is likely to be based more on advertising and promotion than referrals. And the experience, as I've said, it's quick, it's easy, it's frictionless. It isn't delayed by the human experience. Okay, so you need to decide which way you're going, and more importantly, which way the buyers of your products and services are going. I encourage you, don't automatically assume that clients are better than customers, particularly if when we look at clients, those people who value a loyal, rich relationship with you in the long term, there's less of them around. People now prefer the quick, easy, frictionless customer experience in most circumstances, which makes it difficult to differentiate a lot of the time. It's an interesting time. I'm not saying that we're seeing the end of the trusted advisor by any means, but I am seeing a shift in buying habits, which means that more people are becoming customers rather than clients. And if you're designing an experience for your customers or clients, you need to decide where you sit rather than just being stuck in the middle like everybody else. I hope that's been useful. Thank you very much. See you again for another video.